What's up, everyone? Today I'm gonna finish up this generator. I had another video on making sure the power output was okay and the carb issue and replacing it and all that nice stuff. I spoke with the owner. He does not want me to worry about the will idle. He does not want me to worry about the shutoff because the shutoff is not a standard one. A standard one like this, but this one actually goes directly into the tank, and that one was a whole lot more expensive. Well, in comparison, it's only a couple bucks, but he didn't really care. But what he did want was the oil sensor. Wants that to be replaced. So the oil sensor is going to be down there in a very convenient, hard to reach area. So that's always nice. Always happy when they do that. But we're going to take care of it. That little acorn looking thing is the oil sensor. It's right on the bottom. This was connected to it at one point. Well, it's a harness that connects it a couple places, but there's an area that branches off and connects to that. So this is the new one. I think it's like $15, $18. I'll put a link in the description below. But unlike others, this one just has a C oil, and it doesn't have anything inside of the engine, so that's good. Or if it does, I don't know what it could possibly be. But as long as this uses oil, this will not ground out, and if it's not grounded, it's going to be open. Well, it's going to allow spark to continue. So there's a wire that it just slips over here, and the second nut just clamps on it, and that's it. I'm just going to take like a pair of pliers and just twist it off. Now, if you have oil in there, put an oil pan underneath because it will be leaking. Hence, it needs oil. So. But it's not going to get all the oil. It's not going to be on the bottom, so don't expect this to be like a good oil change scenario. Just expect it to be probably, I would say about 60%, 3/4, maybe half. Because at that point the engine is supposed to stop, so they don't want to do that. They put this coating on there to kind of be the same as Teflon, except this is probably more durable to oil. So I'm just going to take off the old one. We're going to put on the new one. It's probably going to be a pretty short video, but if your engine is starting and stopping, or if it is not starting at all and there's no spark, disconnect the wire to this, and if you do have spark immediately after, this is bad. Like I said, this is the good one. Others are inside the engine, and that's just a whole different level of work. So let's see here. What is this? Anyway, I think I kind of lost track. Anyway, so if your engine is not starting, take it off. But also, if your engine starts and then immediately dies, maybe like a couple seconds later, which is the problem with this one. This is also something to be checking. I mean, obviously there's a fuel potential problem there too, but we had a brand new carburetor, so I didn't think that was going to be a problem. And it turns out it wasn't. So this is the piece. So I'm going to take a pair of pliers, put a drain pan underneath this. Hopefully I have one that's shallow enough, otherwise I'll have to get like a bowl or something. And we will take it out and screw the new one in. So this is not the easiest thing to get a hold of. The pliers are having a really hard time, so here's a helpful hint. If you can get yourself 1 1/16 socket, I know, it's weird, fits in there. I mean, it's probably not 100%, but it fits pretty good. I put a little adapter for a little spacing, as well as so I don't have to get out my big socket out. So, or not socket, you know what I mean, my mind's blank right now. But I'm going to take it out and then put the new one in. And it's just one wire, or two wires, but they just end up going in the center, in the center of these, tighten them down. These are 8mm, and we will test it out. Here's the old one. New oil. Everything should be connected. So something I do want to bring up before I continue, just make sure to check the oil level before you condemn it. I mean, I would hope that'd be self-explanatory, but definitely make sure there's at least oil getting to the sensor, because if you're low on oil, it's doing its job. So don't replace it if it's working. Let's give her a pull and see what happens. Run. That's a little idle circuit having problems. Let's try this again. I was hoping for a quick second that because that wasn't connected, that the little idle circuit might have something to do with it as well. It doesn't. I didn't think so. Completely different circuit, different system. But you never can be too careful. Try it. But yeah, runs fine before literally turn off, and like in 5 seconds, like it's supposed to. Had plenty of oil. Everything was fine. Like these are a little acorn of the engine world, I suppose. But yeah, just all you really have to do is just take it out. Full disclosure, I wasn't able to actually fit the adapter for my 3/8 socket going over to the 1/2" drive all the way in, because it wasn't a deep socket. It was hitting this end, so I ended up having to only put it in halfway. So it was a little bit of a experience not having a very good grip on it, but after a while you get the loose end off and you can take it off with your fingers. But hope this helps anyone. If it does, this is how you replace and diagnose a faulty low oil. If yours is inside, unfortunately, you are going to have a whole lot of work to do. You have to disconnect and remove the generator head. That's not easy. And take the side plate off, remove the engine probably before you do all that, and then take out the low oil sensor at that point. Put a new gasket on, put everything back together. It's a whole lot more of a problem. So if you can buy a generator that has one and it has one of these, consider yourself lucky. I feel like I've had to replace a lot of these. Maybe these just are more faulty anyway, but I don't know. But hope, like I said, this helps. Leave a comment below if you have any questions. Definitely subscribe. Put a thumbs up. That helps me a lot. And leave a comment if you have the similar problem and this helped you out. Have a good rest of your night.